Every dollar you spend costs you a piece of your life. Not metaphorically, literally. And once you see money that way, you cannot unsee it. Here is the idea that sits at the center of a book called Your Money or Your Life by Vicky Robin and Joe Dominguez. Money is not just numbers on a screen. Money is life energy. It represents hours of your one finite existence that you converted into currency. When you spend carelessly, you are not spending dollars. You are spending time you will never get back. That reframe changes everything about how you think about financial independence. Most people believe the path to retiring early is earning more. Get the promotion, land the higher paying job, and eventually you will have enough. But the research, and more importantly the math, tells a different story. Your savings rate, the percentage of your income you keep rather than spend, is the single most powerful variable in determining how quickly you reach financial freedom. Your salary barely moves the needle compared to that number. Here is why. If you spend everything you earn, it does not matter how much you make. You will work forever. But if you consistently save and invest a meaningful portion of your income, you are building an asset base that will eventually replace your paycheck entirely. The higher your savings rate, the faster that happens. And the relationship is not linear. It accelerates dramatically. Let us put real numbers to this. Say you earn $80,000 per year after tax. If you spend $72,000 and save $8,000, a 10% savings rate, you are saving about 1 month of expenses per year. At that pace, reaching financial independence takes roughly 51 years. Most people retire at 65 because most people save around 10%. Now increase your savings rate to 25%. You are spending $60,000 and saving $20,000 annually. Your timeline drops to about 32 years. Still a long road, but you just cut 2 decades off your working life without earning a single dollar more. Push to a 50% savings rate, spending $40,000, saving $40,000, and you reach financial independence in approximately 17 years. Start at 25, and you are done at 42. At a 65% savings rate, you are there in roughly 10 years. These numbers assume your investments grow at around 7% annually, and you follow the 4% withdrawal rule, a widely accepted framework suggesting that withdrawing 4% of your portfolio each year is sustainable indefinitely. The math is not theoretical. It is straightforward compound growth, and it has been tested across decades of market data. Now here is what most people get wrong. They focus on cutting small expenses while leaving large structural costs untouched. They skip a coffee but drive a car that costs them $900 a month. They cancel a streaming service but live in a home far larger than they need. The leverage is in the big decisions: housing, transportation, and lifestyle inflation after a raise. Those 3 categories will determine your savings rate more than any other choices you make. The second mistake is thinking about financial independence as a finish line rather than a spectrum. Every percentage point you increase your savings rate shortens your working years. You do not have to commit to extreme frugality. You simply have to be intentional. So here is one thing you can do this week. Calculate your actual savings rate. Take your monthly income after tax, subtract your monthly spending, and divide that difference by your income. Multiply by 100. That percentage is your current pace toward freedom. If it is under 20%, you now know exactly what is slowing you down, and you have the framework to change it. Your salary tells you what the market thinks you are worth. Your savings rate tells you what you think your time is worth. Those are very different questions, and only one of them builds a life you control. If this made you think differently about money, subscribe. One concept every week.